Hello, my dear people. Welcome to my 33rd VHS review. What are we reviewing today? Little Red Tractor, Glorious Mud. That's what. So, as you know, I was supposed to review this VHS last week, but I was very busy working on my Odd Dragon history video. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. So I pushed this review to this week. So I'm doing it now. So yeah, let's talk about Little Red Tractor. It's quite likely that if you were a kid growing up in the mid-2000s, you watched Little Red Tractor. I remember watching Little Red Tractor a fair amount, though I didn't watch it anywhere near as much as other shows. But yeah, I still watched Little Red Tractor a fair amount. I'd say I definitely watched Little Red Tractor more than Percy the Park Keeper, for example. So how I came to know, and what's interesting about Little Red Tractor is it's actually distributed by Right Entertainments, the same company who distributed Postman Pat in the mid-2000s. And because they were distributed by the same company, that's basically how I came to know about Little Red Tractor. I remember very frequently seeing the promos for the Little Red Tractor VHSs and DVDs when I used to watch my Postman Pat DVDs. So yeah, that's basically my clearest memories of Little Red Tractor. And then later on I did go on to watch the series, and then I did start watching the series a few years after that. And I quite enjoyed it, for reasons which I will explain in this review. So here's the front cover. We've got 6 episodes on here. Here's the spine, here's the back. Little Red Tractor to him. So 6 episodes, as seen on CBeebies. I believe this VHS was released in 2005, so right at the right when the VHS age was coming to an end. So yeah, 2005 this VHS was released, right when the age of the VHS was coming to an end. So yeah, this is basically the newest VHS I've reviewed so far. This is basically the newest VHS I've reviewed so far. The previous newest was my Bob the Builder, Great Race and Scoop the Disco Digger double edition VHS. But yeah, this is the newest one I've reviewed so far, 2005, right at the very end of the VHS age. And it has a running time of about 61 minutes. Alright guys, sit back, relax, go and get some snacks and a drink if you want, because this review is gonna be about 65 to 70 minutes long. This tape is an hour, so this review will be about 65 to 70 minutes long. Here's the tape, distributed by Universal and Right Entertainment. Here is the back of the tape. It's one of those ones with the black wheels. And now, in you go. Oh, hang on. Yep, in you go. Camera onto the tripod, and we shall begin. There's also, after the end of this VHS, there's also quite a lot of tape. There's also quite a lot of excess tape at the end of this VHS, so there won't be time for me to rewind it and close it back up. So I'm going to end this review after the last episode. Rather than showing you all rewinding the tape, because there's so much excess tape at the end of this VHS. and it would take too long to fast forward through it and rewind it back. And also, guys, as Redcliffe Railway Tales Season 2 Episode 9 is supposed to come out tomorrow, I'm going to be working on the script for that during this review as well. I'm still going to be paying attention to the VHS, but as I need to work on... But as I've got to get the script for... it's a bit quiet, I'm going to turn it off. Here we are, Postman Pat, Pirate Treasure. I probably will do a new series Postman Pat VHS review eventually, but my next Postman Pat VHS review is most likely going to be a Season 1 and 2 one, as always. Oh, here we are, here's Little Red Tractor himself. I might review this VHS as well at some point, but it depends.
Monster fun for everyone. Little Red Tractor, Enter the Dragon, out now on DVD and video.
I think it's starting now. So yeah, guys, I will also be working on the script for the next episode of Redcliffe Railway Tales while I watch this review. I'm still going to be paying attention, but that episode does need to come out tomorrow, so I'll be working on that as well.
Let's go, Little Red Tractor.
During this review. Right, here we go, Little Red Tractor. Oh, banger theme song this is. This show's soundtrack, the music of this show absolutely slaps. It truly does slap. Little Red Tractor, let's go. Wow. Oh, absolutely banger theme song.
That's you all clean, Little Red Tractor.
Okay.
I think it's starting to
I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna get to work, back to work, typing up the script, and while I do that, let's talk about this show's animation. Hang on, I need to find my mouse first, here it is. Right, let's talk about this show's animation.
Oh, I forgot, it's a Sunday. The market will be closed.
So, as with a lot of kids shows in the mid-2000s, they still were using stop motion at this time. Let's go, catchphrase. But this show's animation style. This show's visual style is incredibly unique, and I think that's the main reason, that's the main appeal of this show, with its ultra-realistic and ultra-detailed stop-motion animation. See, all the designs of the vehicles and the humans and the sets and stuff are all supposed... The puppet and model set makers and vehicle makers, the puppet, model and set makers have really made an effort to make the show look as realistic as possible. Which in my eyes is how and why this show is so appealing, because of its really realistic looking stop motion animation and visual style. Look at those bricks, for example, and those fire extinguishers. They almost look like real fire extinguishers.
Hello, Mr. Jones. Trouble?
And the vehicles, as you can see, are also made to look as realistic as possible, despite being anthropomorphic. Well, semi-anthropomorphic anyway. They don't speak, they just communicate through vehicle noises. As some sentient vehicles do. In sentient vehicle shows.
By the time we get finished, it will be...
Where are our pigs?
Well, they were playing in the mud, then they ran off. Sorry.
So yeah, basically... Oh yeah, this show also has a great sense of humour as well. We'll talk about that later. And we'll talk about the characters, of course.
Don't worry, we'll have...
But yeah, this show's animation... This truly has some of the smoothest and the best stop-motion animation I think I've ever seen. I definitely put this in the top 10 in terms of animation quality. I definitely put put this show in the top 10 highest quality stop motion animated shows. Definitely put this in the top 10 of the highest quality stop motion animated kids shows.
And where did they go?
Look at that! I really love the stone walls in this show as well. They almost look like real stone walls.
It will be no problem. Right, Little Red Tractor?
And again, the realistic animation and set design is, in my opinion, how and why this show is so appealing to a lot of people.
Well done, Little Red Tractor.
Such high quality.
I knew you could do it.
So much high quality.
It's quite strong for a...
Okay, we'll talk about it.
We should get after her.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, very snobbish. We'll talk about Mr. Jones a little later on.
Come on, Little Red Tractor. Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna work on the script as well. Guys, just bear with me. What's this? Oh,
What's all the noise about? Oh, Dad!
God's sake.
What happened?
Yeah, not all the jokes in this show work,
And they
but
picked you up, did
I'd
they?
say 75% of them work. This is one of the jokes that doesn't work though.
They're welcome to them. They're no use to us.
I'm just putting my fan on, guys. I'm quite hot.
Oh, yeah, like a dream. Although,
I'm gonna do my best to pay attention while working on the script, guys. But if I remain quiet for like minutes on end, it's because I'm working on the script.
You're all covered
Stumpy,
in
the
mud.
comic relief.
Pigs. Your pigs were in the middle of the road stand. I had to swerve to avoid them.
I'm sorry, Stumpy. They escaped.
Oh, no harm done.
Where were they?
Right here, stood in the mud, happy as anything.
They do love the mud.
I was trying to see where they went. Not this way. They may have gone off towards Beach Garage.
We'll try there. Cheers, Stumpy.
Cheerio!
nearly there. Thanks, girl.
Hi, Stan. Hi, Little Red Tractor.
Hello.
Sorry,
what
guys,
are you
just a
two up
minute.
to?
Well, to cut a long story short, leaking roof, soggy buns.
Oh dear. What are you going to do with the slop?
I'm
What's
chucking
slop?
it out.
Could I have it?
Of course.
It's for my pigs, if I ever find them.
Dad
Yeah,
said
he
some
will.
pigs earlier.
Kids, I saw some
Snorts.
kids earlier, little pink porkers with black spots.
They sound like mine. Where did they go?
What the hell? Yes, guys, I always have to make jokes like that.
Oh, I can see them. They're down at Marshy Wood. Oh, and Stan, you may want to hurry. Looks like they're in trouble.
Right, let's go.
Let's go. And he did it again.
Just as I said. Works like a dream.
Oh, Dad.
Any chance you could get me down?
I'll get Sparky.
Ooh.
Oh no! This is going to be tricky. The water is quite deep. In fact, it's almost as deep as your trailer. I wonder if... Yes, I've got a plan, Little Red Tractor, but it's going to need all your strength. I hope this works.
But
He does it.
I really like Stan.
May just work.
I definitely think that Stan's my favourite character in the show. I mean, I can't put my finger on why Stan's my favourite character.
Come on!
I think it's because he's the least flawed. Out of all the characters in the show, I think it's because he's the least flawed. That's why I think... Yeah, I think it's because... Oh, here we go, it's the mud. Oh, so much mud.
Atta boy!
Yeah, I definitely think... Yeah, I definitely...
Brilliant!
yeah, Stan's my favourite character because he's definitely the least flawed out of all the characters.
Got you. The length.
That's why he was my... I didn't know why he was my favourite as a kid, but now I do. Because he's the least flawed.
I reckon Riverside Field.
And he's very quick thinking too.
And all this
Yeah, Stan's definitely my favourite character. Because usually flawed characters are the least, so much mud.
Little Red Tractor. Looks like we've got two very happy pigs here, thanks to
Yeah, usually flawed characters are,
I think we need to give you another wash and a polish.
yes. Oh, Jimmy Hibbert. Oh, loads of interesting voice actors. I've got no idea who voices any of the characters, but it's quality voice acting, as it always should be, regardless of who it's made for. Right, we don't need to see this part. Hang on. Yeah, it's quality voice acting. So
2 weeks and not a drop of rain. I never thought I'd say it, Little Red Tractor, but we could really do with a rainstorm. Or at least the crops could. We'll go and plant these seeds anyway, and I'll get the sprinkler going.
Hi, Stan. Hi, Little Red Tractor. We're trying to find water.
With that,
It's a divining rod. People use them to find water.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that sort of thing anywhere outside of this show. I'm not even. I don't even know if divining rods are real things because I've never heard that term outside of this episode. So
seeds. Let me know if
do you guys know if divining rods are actually real things?
Hi, Stan.
my fields are...
Tell me in the comments if whether or not divining rods are real things.
I think you're out of luck. My toes always...
So yeah, as I was saying, Stan is the least flawed and is definitely the least flawed out of all the characters. Now, usually flawed people don't really like flawed characters because flawed characters don't allow for much development. But Stan is one of those characters who doesn't really need development because he changes, because all the character development in this show comes from Stan, comes from what Stan does to the characters, changing the lives of... Stan basically helps the characters around him to develop. Yeah, that's basically why Stan's my favourite, because he's definitely the character who most helps the people around him become better people.
This ground is really hard. Hope your suspension's okay.
Yeah, definitely why he's my favourite. Oh, look how smooth the vehicle animation.
What's it doing?
Often the vehicle animation in some of the shots is really, really smooth. Like, so smooth. This is definitely some of the highest quality stop motion animation I've ever seen in any kids show. Definitely the most,
You have a very good reason for trampling over my beautiful lawn.
We're looking for water. We've got a water divining rod and...
Well, why don't you do what I do and turn on a tap?
No! We're looking for the Babblebrook Spring. It's a fresh
yes,
water
it's
spring.
definitely... Yeah, I definitely put this in the top 10 of highest quality stop motion animated shows.
Our divining rod thinks it's right here.
I don't care where... Spring, you say?
Yes.
Fresh water spring?
Yes.
Yeah.
There could be money in finding my own supply of fresh spring water. I could bottle it and sell it.
Yeah, Mr. Jones is... He's quite, Mr. Jones is particularly snobbish and selfish at times, but what I like about him is that that's not his entire character. He still cares about others sometimes. He still cares about others sometimes, but he mostly only really cares about himself.
Strange.
But he's not. But there are bigger. But I'd say there are definitely bigger assholes than Mr. Jones in kids TV shows. Definitely bigger assholes than him.
Do it. Right. Ooh, this is the spot.
So, let's start digging.
But he always, but whenever he does screw up, he always gets his comeuppance.
I shall have 100 beautiful lawns.
And it's almost always, if not always, in an incredibly humorous way, Mr. Jones gets his comeuppance.
We found water, Stan, didn't we, Ryan?
That's definitely one of the strengths of this show's humour, Mr. Jones getting what's coming to him.
You built the old spring round near to Beach Farm.
Well, that's what I'd heard.
We found it on Mr. Jones's lawn, and he wasn't very pleased.
Oh, you know how he loves that lawn. You didn't start digging, did you? Please tell me you didn't start digging.
We wouldn't do that.
We didn't have a spade.
Cheer up. You can help me water the field instead.
Can I turn on the sprinkler?
No, I want to do it.
Come on,
Oh, God.
one more big effort, and I'm sure we'll find something. At last, could be a well. Come on.
You can clearly tell that the water that came out of the sprinkler just then was CGI water.
Oh dear. I think we may have just burst a water pipe, Big Blue.
It seems. I think that all the water effects in this show are done with CGI.
The water supply for the whole.
But it looks very. But still, the water effects look very realistic. Still, though, the water effects look very realistic.
The sprinklers stopped.
Again, linking back to how realistic and high quality this show's animation is.
That's not right.
What's the matter?
I was washing down the forecourt and the water just stopped. See?
Well, don't point that thing at me. It could go off at any minute.
Oh, God.
Tell you what, I'll go and see what's up.
This is very strange.
Nothing. None of the taps work.
I'll phone the water people. Maybe there's a problem.
Oh, I just thought I felt a drop of rain.
It's not raining. It's far too sunny.
I just felt something too.
Wait a minute. I can hear something and it sounds as if it's coming from Beach Farm. Come on, Little Red Tractor. Let's go.
Let's go again. Yeah, look how smoothly he went off. Look how smoothly the vehicles move in this show.
Small problem with the water.
Such good animation.
Call the repairman and he'll be here shortly. Nothing to
Good stop
see.
motion.
Everything's fine.
I don't think this show would have looked anywhere near as good if it were animated in CGI, especially in the 2000s when CGI was still evolving.
This hole? Ah, yes. Funny thing, I was
Yeah, it was a great decision for these people to use stop motion animation and make it such high quality rather than use CGI. Especially in the mid 2000s, the show wouldn't have looked anywhere near as good as it does.
Oh, all right. I was digging for the Battle Brook Spring.
But that's our spring.
My garden, my
This show must have had a much higher budget than the average kids show that was being produced at the time. At least it seems that way from how detailed
Problem is that
all the puppets, models and sets are. Running gag, Stumpy crashing on Nipper, his quad bike, crashing over walls on Nipper. That's basically a running gag. That's one of the show's running gags.
But the repair people will be
Stumpy
here.
crashing over walls on Nipper.
Return to normal before you can say
Pretty,
Niagara
yeah,
Falls.
not very nice. Niagara
Big
Falls.
hole in your garden. It's a long story.
Story that's as long as my penis. I always have to make jokes, juvenile jokes, guys. I'm sorry, I just do.
Buckets? Yes, buckets. If you get some buckets, Stan can take this water to his field and water the seeds. Ah, buckets.
Buckets!
Well, what are we waiting for?
We'll need a lot of buckets.
And a lot of hands.
Come on, Little Red Tractor. We've got work to do.
Let's
Yes, thank you to you.
To you.
To me.
Yeah, that's it, that's it. Yeah, to you.
Careful.
Well done,
nice.
everyone. That's the trailer full. We're going
So
to
how
have to be
that water's
ever so
real. In
careful,
the actual
Little Red
buckets,
Tractor.
it's real,
We don't
though.
want to spill any.
Here, that sounded like thunder.
Come to think of it,
International rescue's coming.
Tingling,
Yes, guys, that was necessary for me to say.
going to rain.
I don't think we're going to need these buckets after all.
Such good music. This show truly, with Little Red Tractor's incredibly simple premise and simple world and simple characters, you wouldn't expect it to be so well made and have such good music. And voice acting for that matter. But it does. This is how you make kids entertainment. You make it as high quality as possible, no matter how simple the premise, no matter how simple the premise and episodes of your series. No matter how simple the premise, characters, and episode plots of your show is, regardless of its target audience, you always have to
What are you two up to?
make it the highest possible quality you can, and that's exactly what the people who made Little Red Tractor did.
You would be too young to have heard that.
And for
old
that
story.
reason, that's why I really like. That's part of the reason I really like Little Red Tractor so
Scary
much.
stories when we go camping.
Camping, eh?
Can we camp on your land?
Dad says we can go camping.
As long as she knows where we are.
So can we?
Can we, Stan?
Of
I think she just
course.
said it.
I'm having an
Camping.
evening in,
That she
so
could
if
go-
you need
you just said they
anything
could go
or get
camping.
scared,
I won't get scared.
Scared. Ooh.
Right.
I will not.
well, Little Red Tractor and I will be here if you need us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and the noise. Oh yeah, something else I forgot to mention. The noises of all the vehicles, I really like as well. They're all really unique.
Come on,
The noises
Little
of the
Red Tractor.
vehicles.
I need to get a video for my evening in.
Oh,
Come on, Big Blue. This new muck spreader works a treat.
I like the noise that Big Blue makes much more than Little Red Tractor. I love that voice.
Round one to go. I really shouldn't do this, but we'll leave the spreader on, and it will save us some valuable time.
Well, if you know you shouldn't do it, don't do it. It's probably against the law what you're about to do. Jesus Christ, you see? Flying over the wall, flying over the wall again. Running gag.
I can't see a thing, it's all in my eyes. Oh, that's made it worse. Oh, Mr. Jones, when I get hold of you... Oh, nettles! Oh, my hands! Oh!
why when we're so close to home?
Oh.
I don't know.
It can't be.
Oh!
It is. It's the beast of Bebblebrook, and it's coming this way. We've got to get out of here. Oh, please, Rusty, please.
Our classic plot of character is mistaken for monster story.
You little beauty. Right, let's split.
Classic kids show plot this is. Quite an overused one, if I'm being
Are
honest.
you there, Walter?
But there are definitely far more overused kids show plots
Chad
out
Twinkle's
there.
film.
I've been looking forward to seeing this one.
Pardon
It's a
me.
great scene where he has to jump onto a runaway tractor.
Action
I've
film.
seen the beast. The beast of
Still
Bebblebrook.
You
VHSs.
can't have.
You can clearly see that that's a VHS that Stan's holding. So even back when this show was made, it's clearly shows that VHSs were still commercially viable.
Our cows just in case.
News.
One more load should cover it.
Lou.
What on earth?
That's such a nice voice.
Can't be. It is. It's the beast of Babberbrook. Oh dear me. Right. Now what to do? Yes, let it hide. Must hide. Hide.
Hide in hell.
Wait, go on.
Oh, that was the best. It was actually.
Hello, ladies.
Moo to you
They
too.
all seem fine. Let's get on home and see if we can bath that dog.
No.
Strange. Why would Stumpy leave Nipper here? We better tow him out of the way, but I wonder where Stumpy is.
He's gone to hell.
Hello,
Why do I keep making those
Mum
jokes?
won't let us go camping on our own tonight. Walter told her he saw the beast of Babblebrook.
Oh, you know there's no such thing.
We know, but Walter went on and on about it. Now Mum sort of believes him.
Why don't you ask a grown-up to go with you? I'm sure your mum would be fine with that.
Maybe.
I'd come along, but I've still got to give Patch a bath. What about Mr. Jones? Try asking him.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, Little Red Tractor. Let's get Nipper home.
Look, Little Red Tractor's basically a tow truck as well as a tractor. He tows. Little Red Tractor tows so many things in this show. Little Red Tractor's basically both a tractor and a tow truck.
I suggest you do the same.
Can't believe I hadn't really thought of that until now.
Get inside.
Both as bad as each other.
Looks like he's busy. Let's ask him anyway.
If that's the beast, there's no one here. Go away.
It's us, Mr. Jones. Amy and Ryan.
Oh, well, you two shouldn't be out alone, not with the beast of Babberbrook roaming the countryside.
There's no such thing, Mr. Jones.
Of course there is. Now go home directly and don't stop to talk to any strange monsters on the way.
But Mr. Jones...
Home!
Grown-ups are really weird.
Yeah, that is kind of gruesome.
I can't believe it. This day's getting worse.
Oh dear, poor Stumpy. So, he is unquestionably the show's comic relief character. Stumpy is basically abused a lot. The writers just love to abuse Stumpy. The writers just loved to abuse Stumpy in this show.
Here?
He's basically the punching bag. He's like Meg Griffin and Squidward of the show in SpongeBob season 6 to 8. Squidward torture, Stumpy torture. Yeah, this is basically a Stumpy torture episode. There's a lot of Stumpy torture moments in this show.
Scratching at the door. Scratch, scratch, scratch. And when the old lady answered the door... What was that? The beast of Babblebrook. I'm not kidding, Amy. There's something out there. Amy, it's the beast. Yeah, right. Shh. It is. And it's heading right for us. Get behind, Little Red Tractor. Help us, Little Red Tractor.
What? Don't!
What's going on?
This Red Tractor's caught the beast of Babblebrook.
Sounds like he's caught something. For what?
Stumpy?
You wouldn't believe the day I've had. Oh, I even managed to lose Nipper.
Nipper is safe and sound.
Ugh, what is that smell?
Well, that'll be me.
Yes.
I do pong a bit.
You know,
Smell.
I think it must have been you that Walter saw Stumpy wandering about the field.
Stumpy is the beast of Babblebrook. Little Red Tractor
God.
saved us from Stumpy.
I reckon he did a good job keeping an eye on the pair of you.
He was really cool. You're hero, Little Red Tractor.
Oh, God's sake. Pretty cliche episode that was. Pretty cliche story, but it could have been handled better, but it was an alright episode for what it is. There are definitely far better episodes on this VHS though. Oh, hang on, we've got a bit too far. Oh, hang on, camera says there's only 21 minutes of battery left, so I may have to cut the camera and change the battery in a minute. So much detail on those buildings. And even the tree looks pretty realistic. So much detail.
I won! Yeah, the champion! You never said it was a race. Is he here yet?
Who, Little Red Tractor? Of course he is. Look over there.
No, Stan. Mr. Jones's nephew.
Thomas? Yes, he should be
Thomas.
here.
Yeah, Thomas the Wank Engine. Who? Thomas the Tank Engine? No, guys, certainly not Thomas the Tank
I heard he's
Engine.
good at running.
Bet he's better than you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, let's go over to Beach Farm and find out. Come on, climb aboard. Unless you want to run all the way to Beach Farm, that is. Come on, Little Red Tractor. Let's go.
Let's go to hell. So smooth animation. And just as good music.
Stan should be here soon with Ryan and Amy. I'm sure you'll like them. They could show you around Pebblebrook and...
Pebblebrook smells. I want to go and play on the computer.
Smells like
Very well, if that's what you want.
development. Yeah, he's
I
definitely
don't
gonna.
know children of today or computers and mobile
He's definitely gonna have a character arc.
Hello there, Mr. Jones.
Thomas is definitely gonna have a character arc.
If you mean Thomas, oh yes, he's here. Thomas! To be honest with you, Stan, I don't think Thomas likes the countryside very much. He's lived in the city all his life, you know. And now that my sister and her husband have moved out here, well, I think it's going to take him a while to settle down.
Don't you worry, Mr. Jones. Me and Little Red Tractor will show him round. I'm sure he'll soon get to like it.
Well, I hope so. Thomas! There are some people here to see.
That computer's rubbish. I wanted to play speed bikes, but there's only boring car games on it.
Speed bikes?
It's a computer game. You race bikes, and it's great. Really fast.
Oh, into bikes are you, Thomas?
Yes, but I don't expect there's anything like that around here. Stumpy's got a quad bike.
Well, perhaps we could take you to see him. We're going to take some food to the cows, and then after that we need to drop some corn off at Stumpy's windmill. Want to come?
All right.
And you can have a ride in Little Red Tractor's trailer.
Hop on then, Thomas.
All aboard.
Oh, my sweatshirt. It's got dirt all over it.
Just a little grime and it'll come out in the wash.
Suppose so.
There was an old miller who lived on a hill, a happy old feller who loved his old mill, and if he's not left it, then he'll be there still. A mill in his flare.
Stumpy, will you stop that racket?
Racket, that was singing, that was.
Singing? Is that what you call it? And what are you up to, anyway?
It's this here back wheel. Tracking's a bit off. It's gone all wobbly. Oh, sorry, Nipper. So I'm sorting it out. After all, I wouldn't want to come a cropper when I'm out on him, would I?
Oh, no. That'd never do.
Nope. Safety first, that's what I always say.
First time I've heard you say it.
There was an old miller who...
Hey,
Here we are then. Are you going to come and help us feed the cows, Thomas?
I don't like cows.
Come on, Thomas. They won't bite. The only thing they're interested in biting is their lunch.
Hey, Thomas, you're not frightened of a silly old cow, are you?
Me? Frightened?
Sorry, sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm going to think about writing. So I apologise for being quiet, but I'm trying to think about what I'm going to write for the script. What I'm going to write for the script in a minute. At the moment.
Come on, you lot. Time we were getting off to Stumpy's.
The man with the quad bike.
course that was going to happen. He's turning into he's becoming a smelly
Good
boy.
to see you, Stan. You too, Little Red Tractor. Oh, and who's this young fella then, eh? No, don't tell me. You're the new arrival, Mr. Jones' nephew.
That's right, Stumpy.
Oh, I expect Mr. Jones is showing you a high old time. Talking of high, what's that smell?
Me, I fell into some cow stuff. We were having a race.
Cow stuff.
I reckon Thomas might have won if
Cow
we hadn't-
stuff. He means poo.
You're
He
quite
means
quick.
cow shit.
Smelly bug.
Stumpy! Now then, how about a slice of homemade cake? And maybe I can find you some of Stumpy's old clothes for you to put on while I give yours a quick soak.
No thanks.
Well, how about giving me a hand to get the corn out of the trailer, Stumpy?
Right you are, Stan.
Are you on the foot bike?
What, you mean Nipper? Oh, that's right. You like bikes then, do you?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps you ought to come and take a look at Nipper.
Yes, please.
There he is. Quite a beauty, isn't he?
Yeah. Brilliant. Thanks, Mr. Stumpy. Thanks a lot. Oh no! It's running away! Mr. Stumpy, your bike!
Oh,
It's
look.
running away!
Look how smooth.
Mr. Stumpy!
Look how smooth that animation is.
Nipper!
So
Oh my
smooth.
word! Stop!
Oh, he's back. He can't run.
Stumpy, Little Red Tractor will catch up with him. Come on, Little Red Tractor.
Well, at least he stopped. Come on, you!
Well, Thomas, what happened here?
I don't know. Nipper he rolled off. I tried to chase him, and now he's stuck.
Stuck, is he? It's no use. He's well and truly stuck.
Oh, that's
We'll just have to move that tree.
Move the tree? How?
Little Red Tractor will give it a go, won't you?
You'll never lift that tree.
Little Red Tractor's a lot tougher than he looks. Stand clear, Thomas. Come on, Little Red Tractor. You can do it.
He's moving. Come on, Little Red Tractor.
Hurry, Little Red Tractor. The road.
Come on.
Nipper! Where are you?
Oh, quick, Stumpy. Get him out. I don't know how much longer Little Red Tractor can hold the tree.
And that rope's going to break.
Stay back! Come on, Nipper!
Snap. Nice bit of tension that was.
That was brilliant. You're great, Little Red Tractor.
Now, Thomas, what actually happened?
Stan, it's all my fault. Me and my fiddle. I must have loosened the brake cable when I was fixing that there wheel, and Nipper must have slipped off the axle.
You guys can hear a few noises. It's a few VHSs falling.
Nice work, Little Red Tractor.
Just resting my legs on my chair at the moment.
Thomas? Grief. What happened?
We went to see Stumpy and Nipper and ran away. But Little Red Tractor saved him. We did lots of stuff. And Warren and Amy are my new friends. And we had to ride on Nipper.
What is that smell?
That would be me. Well, cows actually. Cows are great. Have you ever stroked a cow, Uncle Jasper? They're really big, but they're brilliant. But not as brilliant as Little Red Tractor. He's the best.
Yes.
Jasper.
Oh, whoops. I dropped the remote. Jasper. Now the next episode is actually pretty good. It's one where it's that classic crop circle alien plot that circles in the corn, crop circle alien plot that that a lot of these countryside shows set in the countryside often have. I wonder what route this episode's gonna take.
Well, wasn't that lovely? And just a note to let you all know tonight's film in the park, Rockets from Outer Space, has totally sold out. Sorry for any disappointment.
Oh no, I wanted to see that.
You lucky people with tickets, the film starts at 8 o'clock sharp, and to get you in the mood, here's Rocket Man by the Buzz Allen Trio.
Well, that's a shame. I know it's a load of nonsense, but I do like those science fiction films.
Yes.
There, that's you.
Yeah, and a load of nonsense. If you think the film you want to see is a load of nonsense, you should try and see Independence Day. I have a feeling that the film that Mr. Jones is going to watch tonight is kind of like Independence Day or War of the Worlds. One of those 1950s type science fiction B movies. Yeah, like something. Yeah, he's definitely watching something like Independence Day or War of the Worlds. Marry wasps. Yeah, as you guys may have seen in my birthday present image post, I did get Independence Day on VHS. In fact, I'm actually holding my Independence Day VHS in my hand right now. It's wrapped in. The tape is wrapped in cling film, suggesting that it's never been opened before.
I've seen this mess. Let's go and fetch Harvey.
Oh, it's never been opened before, but
Here we go.
I am going to watch my Independence Day VHS, most likely on the 4th of July, American Independence Day itself. Oh god, David Arnold's Independence Day themes in my head now.
No time to lose, Harvey. I don't want
Harvey.
to see my thing.
Nice.
See that it's in. Oh, it's that dreaded reporter.
Oh my, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Oh, he's even taking photographs. I better think of something fast.
Oh, this will surely make the front page.
Ah, hello there.
Is this your feed?
Well, yes.
Did you see what happened?
Yes, I know. I found it like this morning.
Really?
Yes, ramblers. It must have been ramblers rambling about
Nonsense, look at the size of the tracks.
ramblers with big feet.
Space rockets.
See, look, hey, the humour.
And they flatten the crop in these wonderful patterns.
Well, I really...
Oh, you simply must see it from above. They look amazing from above. Get yourself up a ladder and have a look.
Sky.
People will come from miles around to see this. You see, pay good money too.
Money?
Yes.
Yeah, again, Mr. Jones being a scammer, being kind of a scammer.
Oh, I'll be the talk of the town.
If there's an opportunity for him to get easy money, he'll take it. That's why it's part of the reason why it's so good. Why?
We'd better go and
But he's not a complete arsehole. He's not a total cliche arsehole though, as I said earlier in this review.
That was Strings to My Heart by Buddy Banks and the Tom Toms. And now a short break for some messages.
Hello. Come and see the amazing spectacular wonder. For a small fee, I offer you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see corn circles made by genuine rockets from outer space.
Mr. Jones.
Come swap up a field behind Beach Farm. It's out of this world. All checks made payable to Mr. Jones Enterprises. Children half price, no refunds. Mr. Jones will not be held accountable for any disappointments felt.
Humour with him speaking really fast. Yeah, I used to love listening to parts of radio adverts where they speak really fast. So funny. I told you this show's humour is mostly well done. It's not perfect, but it is mostly well done, as I said.
I'm going to try and stay awake tonight, just in case it comes back.
Yeah.
Oh, else I can hardly contain myself. Oh, yes, you really are missing out, Nicola. Quite a sight. Quite a sight.
Well, I don't believe in space rockets. There has to be a perfectly normal explanation behind it.
Well, that is maybe. Ah, here's Stan. I'm sure he's a believer.
We've just heard you on the radio, Mr. Jones.
Wasn't I marvellous?
So what's all this about space rockets?
You wish you hadn't asked.
You'll have to see for yourself. 50, please.
50.
Waste of money, Stan.
But you can't put a price on
£50. Or
something
they never
like
meant.
this.
Sometimes these shows don't mention the actual currency because of international distribution.
Many tracks left from a space rocket,
You see.
and they will certainly be back.
Be back. Oh,
I'll be back.
Oh yes, it
I'll
is.
be
It'll
back.
happen in 2
That's what I'm sure
I'd keep an eye on your field next door if I were you. By the morning, there will be tracks there too.
oh no.
By the morning, well, that means a space rocket will be landing in that field tonight.
So I'll have to, that is to say, new marks will be made tonight.
Indeed.
Oh, what have I got myself into?
You got yourself into hell. Go ahead, actually.
I won't be able to make that field tonight. Something important has come up, girl.
Oh, Dad. I was looking forward to that.
If that's the film in the park, I'll go with you.
Would you, Stan? That would be great.
No problem. We'll pick you up at 7:30.
Can't wait.
So, Skip, when the second space rocket lands, it makes the same pattern in the corner.
Oh no, Walter. They're normally much bigger.
Oh no.
This is it. A real chance to see a genuine rocket from outer space. Yeah.
Independence Day.
Oh, Walter. What you? Oh,
Skip,
oh. What are you doing here?
I've come to see the space rocket.
Me too. Come over here and scoot down in the corner with me. I could do with the
Stop
company.
the window.
I mean, who knows when the rocket
What
will
is it?
arrive?
Great, yeah.
I can't say that I've ever been to an open air film before, but that was great. Although it was a little far-fetched.
Yeah, it's kind of like Independence Day.
Space rockets.
Sandwich?
Oh, thank you. What was that?
There. Cheese and cucumber.
No. Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah. Cheese and cucumber.
Not the sandwich. The earth. It's shaking and that noise.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I see what you mean. But Skip, these space rockets, how big are they?
I don't know. I've never actually seen one.
Well, I think you're about to. Here it is.
Walter, it's heading straight towards us.
Get out of here.
Oh, wait for me. Oh, there's my plastic. Oh.
Don't take the camera. If you fear for your life, just
It's
run.
just like in the film.
Get around the
Wait,
camera.
get off. That's my camera. Get me mine back. Let it go.
Oh, my eyes.
What's that?
Oh, will you stop that?
Me?
Come on, Little Red Tractor.
Save me.
Look out!
Who's there?
Mr. Jones?
Jones, you're the space rocket.
I can explain.
What is going on?
So it was you that made the circles in the corn.
It was an accident. The first ones.
Hold on, first things first. Is everyone okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you see? Cares about everyone.
Asking you.
Now look here. You were the one who came up with
He's
this
in flux.
harebrained scheme.
Flux.
Scheme?
Flux.
I thought the circles were
He's in
genuine.
flux.
It's all your fault.
Look, the main thing is that everyone is okay.
Yeah, thanks to Little Red Tractor. If it wasn't for him, me and Skip would have been mincemeat.
Well, yes, but that's it. That's my big story. Oh, I can see it now. Space rocket enthusiasts saved from evil farmer.
No.
By
He's
brilliant
not
tractor.
evil. Mr.
Photograph.
Mr. Jones isn't evil. Okay. He is. He can, as I said, he can be an asshole, but he is not evil. Mr. Jones is not evil. You're kind of the evil one for calling him evil. Whatever your name is. I don't actually know the name of that photographer / news reporter guy. Well, this one's about. This last episode's about potatoes. And as I said at the beginning, guys, unfortunately, because there's so much excess tape, I won't be able to show you guys the tape rewinding, so I'm going to end the review as soon as this episode ends. Well, actually, I'm going to check the camera battery. Oh, there's 9 minutes. That should be just enough.
Just in time for a demonstration. Tractor.
Potatoes. Tappies.
That's brilliant.
But why do you want to drop potatoes all over your farmyard?
This was just a test.
Mm-hmm.
We're going up to Spud Field later, where the potatoes will fall into the furrows we've ploughed.
That's really clever.
Stan,
Yes,
these potatoes are kind of funny looking.
these are seed potatoes for planting.
Oh, okay.
Well, not yet, but it doesn't take them long to grow into eating potatoes.
Yes.
So, can you paint with them?
What the hell?
Them?
Mama's going to show us how to do potato printing.
Actually, I wonder how long potatoes take to grow. That says not long.
Someone give them a
Let's
try.
see. Let's see. How?
Thanks, Stan.
Let's look it up on my phone.
See you later. Come on, Little Red Tractor. Let's
Let's
go and get
see.
these potatoes.
80 to 100 days, according to Google. So that would be about 2.5 to tennis balls. That'd be about 2.5 to
Good to see you. Ah, yes, I'm testing out my new
2.5 to 3.25 months. That would be.
Maybe I am top of the league at the tennis club.
Yeah, roughly 3 months. 3 months, roughly.
Boulder run, which reminds me, crap, must get going.
Yeah, 3 months, roughly.
Boulder of crap, gotta keep moving. Right, must run.
Oh yeah, like.
I guess I really should get on too.
Yeah, so
There was an easier way.
So Stan's kind of right. It does. Potatoes don't actually take that long to grow. Certainly not in comparison to other. They certainly don't take as long in comparison to other crops.
That's it, Little Red Tractor. Nice and straight. This is taking no time at all.
Mm-hmm.
And this wreck will be finished before lunch.
Nice. Little inventions. Nice little inventions and stuff. Oh god. Getting flung over the wall again. Stumpy, running gag.
A potato?
Potato? Irish? I wonder if Stumpy's voiced by... I don't know for sure, but I wonder if Stumpy's voiced by Rob Rackstraw. He kind of... Yeah, Stumpy kind of sounds like he has the same voice as Farmer Pickles, so... I really do wonder if Stumpy's voiced by Rob Rackstraw.
Out to a breakdown, we get a flat tire.
Yeah, I really do wonder if Stumpy's voiced by Rob Rackstraw. He kind of almost has the exact same voice as Farmer Pickles from Bob the Builder.
A potato has found a tate.
I know what a potato is.
A tate.
I'm just
No, I was just using lots of slang terms for potatoes. I find it interesting how this episode is called Spuds.
Dad, I need to get... Hold
I'm not sure a lot of kids would know what Spuds are.
Hello. What's going on?
I mean, I didn't know that Spud. I knew of the character Spud from Bob the Builder for years, our favourite scarecrow. But I didn't actually know that Spud was a slang word for potato until I was about 8 years old, I think.
But perhaps they know where these have come from. Come on, Little Red Tractor. Let's go and ask.
Let's go again.
See you later.
Still not quite right. That's got it. Oh yes, that should do the trick. May as well give it a full test. That's not right.
Hello, Stan.
I'm hating.
I was about to ask if you knew anything about these flying potatoes, but you obviously don't.
Where are they coming from?
Hell. They're coming from hell. Yes, that was necessary once again. Look at the backgrounds. It truly does seem like a proper English countryside setting. Where in England is Battlebrook supposed to be set, I wonder? It's never specified exactly where in England Battlebrook is. It could be anywhere in England. The West Country, just 50 miles outside London, up north somewhere. Could be anywhere in England. It could be set anywhere in England, Battlebrook.
Throwing potatoes at me?
I'm under attack from your guy.
Hey! Ice! Here, I'd take cover if I were you. Nicola and I are under attack.
If it's any consolation, everyone's under attack. It's not just the garage. Potatoes are flying all over the village.
Nice dodge, Little Red Tractor.
Right, that does it. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Come on,
Yeah, and
Little
rightfully
Red
so.
Tractor, let's go.
Okay.
Good work, Nicola.
I'd better get off to that breakdown.
I'll keep going here. How about that?
Good stop, Little Red Tractor. That was close. I wonder what this is all about. Where's Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones?
Stan?
What are you doing?
Hiding, of course. Some fool
Yeah.
is throwing
Yeah.
potatoes at
Love
me.
his voice.
I think that fool
I
is
really
you,
do
Mr.
love
Jones.
Mr. Jones's voice though.
This thing?
Ah, you mean my projectile potato planter? It takes the back-breaking work out of planting potatoes, you know.
Well, it seems that it's been shooting potatoes all over the village. It's caused chaos.
Ouch! Did you see that?
That will be Walter defending the garage. He's been batting the potatoes back all day. He doesn't know they're coming from you.
Oh, so it's it's definitely my fault then.
Yes.
I think I may have been a bit silly. I was only trying to make
Yeah,
the
you
potato
see,
planting
he is willing to admit when he's made mistakes, unlike a lot of asshole characters.
You'll help me?
Sure. On two conditions.
Anything.
You have to load the potatoes into our machine.
Absolutely, I said anything at all. You just have to ask.
And you have to go round to everyone and tell them that you were responsible for the potatoes today.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes, or we don't help you.
All right.
Going around the whole village, that must take a lot of time.
Mr. Jones, more potatoes, please.
No, this is ridiculous. Why do I have to do all the heavy work?
Hurry up, Mr. Jones. Put your back into it. Those potatoes won't plant themselves.
Yeah, like as I said, Mr. Jones got his comeuppance.
Planting potatoes has never been easier.
Yeah.
Oh, my back.
Okay guys, that is gonna do it for this VHS review. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh god, there's only 3 minutes of battery left according to my camera. Direction, photography, lighting, of course, storyboards, of course, yeah, all that. Yeah guys, unfortunately I am gonna, you won't be, because my camera, because there's so much tape left over from this, entertainment rights, yeah. Because there's so much excess tape on here, and because my camera is now, oh, it now says change the battery, I'm going to have to end now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to me, Trainlover16, if you haven't already. So sorry for the hasty end, but my camera is telling me to change the battery, so I am going to have to cut the camera now. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye, everyone!